welcome back to the channel, and today we'll be talking about one of my all-time favourite games, Runescape. For those of you who don't know what Runescape is, firstly, have you been living under a rock for the last 25 years? And secondly, I will go through it now. Runescape is a fantasy-themed, massively multiplayer online role-playing game, or MMORPG. It was developed and published by a company named Jagex. It was first released in January 2001. It was originally a browser-based game, and it transitioned into a standalone game in 2016. The game is set in the medieval fantasy world of Gielinor. The game features a variety of kingdoms, regions and cities. Players can explore Gielinor using different methods such as walking, magical teleportation or chartering ships. Each area offers unique monsters, resources and quests to challenge players. Players control customisable avatars and have the freedom to pursue a wide range of activities. RuneScape doesn't follow a linear storyline. Instead, players create their own objectives. They can battle non-player characters, complete quests or level up various skills. Interaction with other players is encouraged through trading, chatting or participating in minigames and activities, which may be competitive, cooperative or a bit of both. As I said earlier, the game came out in 2001, but in 2004 it got an overhaul, which then led to the release of RuneScape 2. The original version then became RuneScape Classic, which has now been discontinued. They thought it was time for a change again in 2013, so they then released what is now known as RuneScape 3. Also in 2013, a separate version, which is Old School RuneScape, which was based on the game's August 2007 iteration, was launched and continues to be maintained alongside the original client. I believe Old School RuneScape is the most played version of the game now, and it is the version that I personally play myself as well. I think a lot of people like the nostalgic feel of playing Old School RuneScape. For me personally, I started playing in 2004. The only reason I gave it a go was because it was on miniclip.com as the #1 multiplayer played game. And I'm not saying I've been playing it every day since 2004. I've not even got a character to max level yet. But nostalgia is a powerful thing, and it's had me coming back time and time again over the past 20 years. There's that much to do and that much to see in Old School RuneScape that I could talk about it for hours on end. But that is not the main reason we're here today. I am here today to talk about a mode that is on Old School RuneScape, which is called Leagues. I was speaking to a friend the other day who has been playing RuneScape for a very long time, and I was telling him that I'm going to be coming back to it again shortly because of the Leagues. And he didn't know what Leagues was, so I thought it'd be a good thing for new people and experienced people to have a bit of an overview and introduction to the League format. Leagues are a seasonal game mode in Old School RuneScape where players participate in time-limited events with special rules. These rules may include area restrictions, trading limitations and boosted experience rates, amongst other variations. Players earn points by completing specific tasks within the league, and these points can be used to unlock relics, which are powerful items that further modify the gameplay experience. Every player will start on a fresh account with no stats, no gear or no items. Any progress made within this league does not carry over onto the main game. Players can retain certain rewards between leagues, such as pets, league-to-league rewards and points used to unlock these rewards. In-game points, like those for relics, do not carry over onto the next league. So far there has been 4 leagues. The first league was called the Twisted League, and it was in late 2019 to early 2020, and everyone was restricted to the areas of Great Korend and the Kebos lowlands. The experience rate was accelerated by 5 times, unless your last relic chosen was Xeric's Wisdom, which would have given you double the experience, so it would have been 10 times. The second league was the Trailblazer League. This ran from late 2020 to early 2021. Players this time began in Mistfilin and could unlock Karamja after completing the tutorial. Magic barriers blocked access to other regions until players completed specific tasks to unlock them. Of the total 9 regions then available, players could unlock up to 3. Additionally, the Trailblazer League introduced passive relics that unlocked automatically as players reached new tiers. The League's XP multiplier started at 5 times, increased to 16 times by the 6th tier. Item drop rates were also increased in this league to a maximum of 3 times the normal rate after unlocking the tier 5 relics. The third league, which was called the Shattered Relics League, ran from January 22 to March 22. And unlike previous leagues, there was no region restrictions with this one. Instead, certain skills and bosses were locked behind a point system. The league also introduced a new mechanic for completing quests automatically using league points. Relics were divided into fragments that could be obtained through different activities. These fragments offered weaker individual effects compared to the previous relics, but players could combine them to create powerful sets of buffs. And the last league that we had was the Trailblazer Reloaded League, which ran from the end of 2023 to the start of 2024. It was similar to the original Trailblazer League with the same region restrictions, but with Keren and Kebos added. The league also introduced new relics, including a 7th and 8th tier, and featured a reworked task list. Now, in that, I know I've said the words tasks, points, relics. Your question's going to be, what are these? I will tell you now. Tasks are key objectives that players can complete during each league. These tasks vary widely, including goals like obtaining rare drops, defeating bosses, completing quests, and reaching skill milestones. Completing tasks rewards players with league points, which can be spent to unlock additional content such as relics, areas, and more. A special interface helps players browse tasks by difficulty, type, and area. In the Twisted League, the tasks were available to all players since everyone had the same content restrictions. However, in the Trailblazer League, tasks were organised into area-specific categories, and players could only complete tasks in the areas that they had unlocked. Now, what are relics? Relics are league-specific buffs that can be unlocked with league points. These powerful items can grant boosts to XP, combat abilities, gathering, production, transportation, and more. In the first 2 leagues, players could choose from 3 relics per tier, and once chosen, the relics were locked for the duration of the league. Twisted League had 5 tiers of relics, while Trailblazer League added a 6th tier. The Trailblazer League also introduced passive relics that were automatically unlocked when reaching certain tiers. These passive relics provided benefits like infinite run energy and increased XP and drop rate boosts. Now, once the league has finished, you will get some rewards depending on how you did. Some rewards will carry over from one league to the next and can only be used in the league worlds. These rewards include boss pets, skilling pets, which are automatically insured and can be reclaimed from the league's tutor. Players also receive cosmetic rewards based on their performance in the previous leagues. For example, players who earn a certain rank in the league will unlock exclusive cosmetics like the Relic Hunter gear. Players can also use their league points to purchase cosmetic rewards that will be used in the main game. All points accumulated from previous leagues are pooled together, allowing players to unlock rewards from earlier events. League trophies, which reflect a player's placement on the high scores, are untradeable and cannot be earned after the event concludes. These trophies come in 7 tiers from bronze to dragon and can be displayed in a player's league hall. Now, why am I so focused on leagues? That would be because on the 27th of November, just under 2 weeks away, we will be getting our 5th league, which is the Raging Echoes League. The league will last 8 weeks, which will end on the 22nd of January 2025, and it will adopt the same region locking mechanics as the Trailblazer and Trailblazer Reloaded leagues, but this time with the addition of Varlamore, which is a brand new region in Gillinor. With this league being just under 2 weeks away, the old school team has started giving away some teasers and some reveals for what this league has in store for us. I won't go in depth with these because they are quite detailed, but what they have revealed so far are the tier 1 relics, 2 more relics which we don't know the tier of, and also a brand new feature just for this league called Echo Bosses. These Echo versions of normal bosses are region locked and they will drop items that are not in the main game. I can do more in-depth videos about these reveals as we go. Like I say, we're only 3 days in, we've got another 11 days of reveals yet to be announced. If anyone has any questions about leagues or anything to do with old school RuneScape, please let me know in the comments and I'll do my best to get back to you. If you like this video and you want to see more RuneScape content, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next one. Ta-ra.